Hello everyone, this is Midnight Muffin here, and you guys seem to like my last video on Reitanna, so I figured we'd review a few more of her OCs, and right off the bat, I really don't like how it's asking me if I want to unblur this shit. Some of you might know Lonnie and the Jisatsu brothers. I actually have a lot of good ideas or epiphanies when on the toilet. That's great, Reitanna. That explains a lot. That's probably how you came up with muffins. I was thinking about how some aunties, which is her haters, I guess, want me to get rid of Lonnie and my Jisatsu twins, which is unfair in every way. I have people who understand and even relate to Lonnie. Okay, so those of you who don't know, his backstory is that when he was a baby, he needed to be sexually stimulated or else he would have a seizure and possibly die. And the doctor's solution for that was to give him a teddy bear to do things with. If that isn't the most degenerate fucking backstory you could give a character, I don't know what is. And Reitanna just does not see a problem with this. Because, again, like I stated in my last Reitanna video, she's pretty creepy toward minors. As far as I know, she has not, directly groomed a minor into, sexual things. And he is also not hurting anyone. He's hurting me emotionally. Remember, he's 18. Okay. I'm pretty sure when he's an adult, he's like a stripper or whatever. I don't give a shit about that, but that paired with the fucking backstory is just... ew. People don't like the Jisatsu brothers because they're involved with each other. I always explain that homosexual incest is taboo and scientifically not harmful as long as they are consenting and in the same age group, but people just ignore those facts. Yeah, I fucking wonder why. You're a freak. Oh, good lord. I only have 3 incest ships. My twins, Dante and Virgil, I don't know who these people are, and the Matsu sextuplets. Yeah, I thought it was wrong at first too, but then I did research on it. Oh, you did? Ah! I'm gonna fucking die, man. Like, how can a single person be this ass backwards? Like, imagine defending not only incest, but also, pedophilic shit. Like, I don't care what excuses she tries to give it. There's no excuse for any of this shit. She was a grown-ass adult when she created these OCs. Some people might assume this means I get up on real incest. That doesn't matter. The fucking lust is still there. Even though I believe, supported by fact, that homosexual incest is not wrong as long as... this shit again. But when it comes to real people, I'd rather just let them do whatever they want in privacy. Oh my god, what kind of fucking Chris Chan shit is this? You know, that story about his mother, and God knows what else has probably happened. I don't care about your fucking Pornhub habits. Real incest does not interest me. It's not a fetish. I think if it were, I'd have more than 3 ships. 3 is already too many. How can I bash this into your fucking skull? Or maybe it's a small fetish that only pertains to a select few. I mean, I am picky. Why is she still talking about this shit? There are some antis wondering why all my yaoi couples are based on sex, but my yuri couples are based on love. Because you're a fucking gay man fetishist. And some dumb emoji reaction. Oh, and a fucking Family Guy clip. Awesome. You guys making this shit up? She says. I mean, we're just coming up with theories based on the evidence that you're giving us. Where could anyone get the idea that my gay couples are only about sex and my girl couples are only about love? I mean, knowing you, they probably are. And I don't trust a fucking word that comes out of your mouth because you are a chronic liar. And don't give me that fucking shit about your code of honor being honesty, because that is, in and of itself, is bullshit. And this is easy to prove too. All of my same-sex couples involve both love and sex. Amazing. God, this fucking post is just... Ugh. I mean, her entire fucking online career is just a war zone of stupidity. And she gets like 4 or less comments on every single post. I don't know who the fuck Coda is. It's one of her OCs, but that's all I know. Are you starting to understand that I'm not the person you pretend I am? I mean, I can insult her all I want and, like, give her proof of her bullshit, but she's not gonna believe it. YouTube is no longer my job. How do you get an actual real job? Oh god, I don't want to see that, man. I didn't mean to scroll that far down. Okay, I got a little off topic. Let's click on this. Heart. Oh god. There's an amino. Okay, let me search backstory. See if that helps. I don't know how true this is. Okay. This is talking about me for whatever reason. For the next 5 years, Midnight would revolve her entire identity around this unimportant incident. Accusing Ray of being a pedophile. Gee, I wonder why. And no, I did not revolve my entire identity around anything for that matter. Especially... fucking... Okay, I assume Reitanna herself or one of her fans wrote that, so I don't really give a shit. This video is about Lonnie and the Jisatsu brothers, not about my fucking Encyclopedia Dramatica page. Where's the cyberbullying? I want to read that as well. I can't seem to find his actual, like, backstory. Are there any pictures? I'm afraid to look for pictures. There's her, like, suicide baiting with her Charmer plushie. Is that her ex herself? Wow, I've never seen a more narcissistic person. Let me search for Jisatsu brothers. I'm surprised I couldn't find anything on Lonnie, really. I guess she must have scrubbed that from the internet. And this guy has piss font and the other has cum font, so wonderful. Jisatsu. These twins who live in Wayward City, that's like part of her fictional world called Encephalon, are absolutely identical down to the very last detail, even the way they style their hair. The only way you can tell the difference is the color suits they're wearing, black or white. What is this fucking Gru and Drew shit? They always dress very formally and cleanly, which somehow adds to their intimidating nature. Trust me, they're not all that intimidating. They're the leaders of a suicide cult. Of course they are. But no one has ever seen the cult itself. It's rumored to be an enormous amount of people that meet somewhere deep underground. Sorry, that just put a fucking FNAF song in my head. No one can prove it, however, for any member that keeps their silence well. What? Hold on, let me reread that. No one can prove it, however, for any member keeps their silence well. The brothers are never seen without each other, and tend to get this hungry, evil smirk on their faces when they see any smiled villains. Why? Some people think the brothers kidnap unsuspecting Smiles villains and brainwash them to be part of their cult. Some also say that, okay, I don't care about the cult. Where's the fucking incest shit? Oh my god. I made the mistake of asking that. Oh, I also forgot to mention that they are very sexually involved with each other. Like, cannot keep their hands off of one another. Yeah, because that was completely necessary. They don't even have public decency, except enough to enter any orifices. Keen is the dominant one. I can't even remember which one that is, and quite frankly, I don't give a shit. It's basically the same fucking character. And their sessions can last for hours. The end result leaves them covered in 3 bodily fluids: sweat, blood, and cum, obviously. What do you expect from a pair of sadistic, nefarious, violent cult leaders? Okay, like I said, the fucking incest was completely unnecessary. Same-sex incest is not strange if it's consensual. If I could dislike comments, I would. What is this? I'm not gonna award her a fucking badge, are you insane? The only reason incest is wrong is because reproducing will most likely cause the child to have health and mental problems. If you can't have babies, it's just a social taboo. How many fucking times did this person get hit on the head as an infant? And just in general? Is it weird that I really, really want porn of them? Yes! There's a story called Twins and Sins you might be interested in. But you have to be 18 plus to read it. At least she said that. I mean, she's not going to try very hard to enforce it. Thank you, though I broke the 18 plus rule. I'm 16. I've read it 2 times already. No, I mean, if you're 16, how did you read it? I have it age restricted. This is not viewable for people under 18. Display this deviation anyway. I admit that is a fucking problem. I mean, at least Reitanna tried a little bit. That's really weird. It's not supposed to do that. I'm gonna have to ask the staff about this. Ugh, if they even care, Mom. I'm so emo. Talk about Bab's cutie mark, and then she's too much of a lazy shit to answer the question anyway. Someone made art. I'm curious if that's still up. Nope. Interesting. Does this person have an account in general? Okay. Their art looks alright. So far, I don't see any Reitanna stuff. I mean, I'd fucking delete the fan art too. I wouldn't draw it in the fucking first place. I'm gonna draw these two. The yaoi is amazing. The fuck you mean, aw? Like I said in my last video, these people were most likely teenagers when this was uploaded. Like I said, that other person was like 16. And they all type like they're around the age of 14, so. And it would be a terrible mother. They're cute, I like their names. XD when she was like, how old is she? I don't know, if you're past the age of like 16, you're not allowed to say XD, because that's stupid. Didn't mean to click that. Jisatsu brothers, trying to find the Jisatsu brothers. The origin that was talking about, their cult, maybe? No, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. God, why the fuck do people make fan art of this shit? AI art. Let's look at that. Oh. I mean, the character... Okay, this looks like an AI filter of her own art. Like, why would you do that? Seems kind of random. God, what is this, man? I don't want to be on this fucking planet anymore. And there's her twink Harry Potter story. Is that the rapey one? I don't know. I don't care about Harry Potter, so I'm probably not going to review that one. For fuck's sake. Reitanna Station literally admitted to dating a 14-year-old. Hold on. Oh god, don't show me this. When she was a legal 18-year-old adult. Plus, she's literally making an OC that is literally forced to be sexual since they came out of the womb. World will die. That's Lonnie. She fetishized characters she admitted were teens in her writing, along with, again, being weird about incest and saying nothing was wrong with it as long as it was same sex. Plus, she's borderline Fujoshi? I'm scared to Google that, so I won't. There's a comment I saw earlier. Plus, she's really horrible to her audience, considering she hates children, but her whole audience is literally kids. Plus, not too long ago, she harassed a minor. This is Isaac Bloom's old username. I think he goes by... I don't remember. He changed his name sometime since I knew him as Isaac Bloom, so I don't know. I don't know if he still goes by Isaac Blooms for making a character similar to hers, but the character that was hers was literally made up for an ex-friend of hers. This is talking about Stella Burst, and I believe Isaac's pony was Sugar Star, which I believe he admitted was named after a dildo, which is kind of funny. Who she ended up violently killing in her MLP fanfics as a possible middle finger to her ex-friend. Conversation. Suicide. Her stupid ass fucking... My girlfriend described this as a cope sona. Oh, this was 11 years ago? Like, look how fucking ugly this design is. I mean, even if you take all the accessories off, it's still not great. Like, what are these colors? Okay, really the only thing I like is the bow, the eyes, maybe this thing. This is alright too, and piercing, but the rest of it is just, ugh. Okay, let me explain what this is. Oh my god, break up your fucking paragraphs. What is wrong with you? Sui is a gray-pink unicorn with semi-dark, mildly unsaturated violet mane and tail, and slate blue eyes. She is an interesting pony. We'll see about that. And is often frowned upon by others, even though she is incredibly friendly. The reason why many ponies don't like to be around her is because she has an unnatural obsession with blood, gore, and death. Yeah, again, cope sona. You wouldn't have guessed it, considering how happy and spunky she is, but her sense of humor is dark, and she often turns conversations towards something morbid. Okay, I really feel like, this is based on something Reitanna has done in real life. But then again, I don't know, because she says she has, like, severe social anxiety or something like that. No pony knows what Sui's cutie mark is, because she cuts it off. We're not sure when she started doing this. Who is we? But some say she didn't like her cutie mark when she got it, so she started cutting it off. Others say she never got her cutie mark, and therefore attempts to make her own. Whatever the reason, whenever Sui's wounds on her flanks heal over, she cuts them open again, resulting in a large mass of scar tissue. This makes me wonder if cutie marks actually, like, grow back, because I know it's, like, part of the skin and fur and stuff, but, this is, like, magic destiny stuff, so, I don't know. And then there's that episode of Starlight, like, magically removing cutie marks, but that's, like, a different way to do it, so maybe it wouldn't come back then, I don't know. And maybe it would come back if it's just cut off. Even though ponies don't like to spend too much time around her, if any, Sui doesn't seem to care. It's not that she doesn't realize she has no true friends, it's that it doesn't really bother her. Okay, I doubt that. This is a pretty social country. I mean, it's literally called Friendship is Magic. No matter what, she is nice to every pony, even if they come up to her and start shouting insults at her. Why would they do that? Again, friendship is magic. Sui just shows it off and either tells them good day or compliments them before going on with her day. This often confuses the pony insulting her, and they don't pursue their torment out of frustration. Sure. It's rumored that Sui's side can't feel sadness, and she never cries. No pony has ever seen her truly unhappy. Okay, that doesn't mean she can't cry. Though sometimes she will be a little tired, as if she hadn't gotten much sleep. Nevertheless, her kindness doesn't falter. Sui is so mysterious that no pony knows where she lives, who her family is, where she came from, or even what she does in her spare time. Probably cuts herself knowing this bitch. Never shares personal details about herself. Okay, I swear Reitanna's grammar was, like, way worse in 2013. And it's unknown whether she doesn't feel comfortable sharing or thinks no pony cares. I mean, she's done stuff regardless of whether or not ponies care, so I feel like she would do it anyway. She's quite a good listener and can be discovered eavesdropping on ponies' conversations if they happen to be near her. Again, I feel like this is something Reitanna's done in real life. Sui's been known to join conversations without invitation, taking them in a rather awkward or disturbing direction. Does she realize what she's doing is rather unfavorable? Does she do it on purpose, secretly messing with their heads as a joke? Again, no pony knows. If Reitanna has done this in real life, and she thinks it's cute and quirky to mess with people's heads, I feel like the people she's, like, basically harassing, don't actually care, and they probably just think she's weird and stupid. Again, nobody knows. There's some that act polite toward her, but that's only because they're too nice to want to hurt her feelings. Okay, are the people of Ponyville fucking assholes or not? Even Pinkie Pie's attitude is a little different. I read in the comments that this pony is not canon to Muffins, so I'm guessing she's referencing regular Pinkie Pie. I don't know why we're supposed to care about Pinkie Pie of all ponies and not, like, anyone else. Where she will be happy and friendly towards Sui like she is with every pony else. If Sui says something awkward, Pinkie will slowly and sheepishly make an excuse to bounce away. Again, Sui doesn't seem to mind, and she's not one to stalk. I doubt that. So she continues doing whatever she does. As mentioned before, it's completely unknown what she gets up to every day. The only thing they ever know is when her flanks start to heal, and notice when they've been cut open again. Strange, very strange pony. So, I'm pretty sure that's, like, all there is to this character. I don't really see the point. Like I said, the only thing I can come up with is, like, a cope Sona. Especially since she isn't even canon to Muffins. Like, what's the point? No, we were not cyberbullying. To all of cyberbullying, this YouTuber. I can't believe she calls it cyberbullying. That's so dumb. Has been creating pedophilic fanfictions. She wrote an infant with a sex addiction, and she wrote Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy smoke without aging them up. Her defense was that she lost her virginity at 14, so it's okay, and she is 30 years old. I don't think she was 30 yet, because this was 5 years ago. Was she born in 1990? I don't know, who gives a shit. Point is, she's an adult and shouldn't be writing this shit. Yeah, I lost my virginity at 16, and I don't use that as an excuse. Again, I'm pretty sure you're just a freak, Reitanna. And of course she calls all criticism hate and bullying, so yeah, here we are. So therefore, no Reitanna, nobody is bullying you, we're calling you out for acting like a pedophile. I explained clearly in my blog how clearly you were wrong. Okay, you write more like a robot than me, and I'm fucking autistic, so... Good lord, Siri. It's there in black and white, people can read it for themselves. Yes, you are bullying me, and no, I'm not a pedophile. That's impossible. How? This sub is meant to be a safe place for victims. Yeah, otherwise known as not you. And I'm so sorry I have to report you, what the fuck? Are you stupid? I just hope you learn the definition of a pedophile. Alright, she's an ephebophile, or whatever it's called. I mean, who cares what it's called? It's still bad. You'll find that in order to be one, you have to be sexually attracted to children. That makes it impossible for me to be one, and you know it. Wow, she basically said exactly what I did.
I don't understand being sexually attracted to a kid. I can understand being sexually attracted to an adolescent, but that's called pedophilia, and unlike pedophilia, it is not considered to be a mental disorder or a mental problem. Basically, it all depends on what country you live in, what the age of consent is, what the legal age is. But seeing an adolescent, especially when they look like adults sometimes. I knew a girl in middle school who had biggest boobs. You could swear she was like 16 or something. She wasn't. She was 14. And it's okay to look at somebody who has their sexy parts and say that person is good looking, that person's pretty, that person is sexy.
Sorry, you can be mature and civil, instead discussing this, or even more, actually reading this blog. She's so fucking condescending, and it just pisses me off, bro. I don't know why I said bro. You outright admitted to sexualizing minors in your blog. Quote, so one reason people think I'm a pedophile is because I wrote yaoi fanfiction. No, I mean, that's not specific. Like, the way this comes off as manipulative, it's like not giving the full context. And some of the characters are technically minors. Oh no, teenagers. I was 14 when I lost my virginity, with consent. Probably. There was a daycare at my high school for teen moms to have somewhere to put them while they go to classes. One sophomore girl had pictures of her baby on the front of her binder. Okay, I don't give a shit about any of this. Why are you saying it as if it's good? I think I've had more sex in my teenage life than in my adult life so far. Ray, it doesn't matter if you lost your virginity at 14. It doesn't matter if they're fictional characters. They are minors. You are sexualizing minors. That is pedophilic. Also, you said, quote, in their universe, 17 is the legal age. I'm pretty sure it's so they can do stuff with each other, not with adults, and you shouldn't be writing that kind of shit anyway. Because it's, I don't know, pedophilic? Wow. And I usually give the hardcore stuff to 15 and above. You know how I said I argued with her when I was 15? I mean, I'm surprised she didn't try to fuck me at that point. Because I don't feel comfortable with anything below 14. Because that's when I started having sex, and 15 just seems better anyway. What the fuck do you mean by that? Firstly, we're talking about our universe, not the fictional universe of Harry Potter. What's legal in Harry Potter is not legal here. Not to mention that just because something is legal doesn't mean it's okay to do. Quote again. Now, some people think I'm a pedophile for a character I'm writing in his own universe, and his name is Lonnie. He was born addicted to sex, and without it, he gets seizures and could die. You didn't need to write this character. I agree. You're 30 years old. Creating children characters addicted to sex. That's pedophilic. Quote again. The seizure started to calm, and they all looked at the baby who was the size of the teddy bear, and he was curled around it. The parents will explain that it seems to be gentle rubbing against it. You know, remember when you were a child and you rubbed up against something because it felt good down there. No? What the fuck? Oh my god. I can't express how much I'm going insane right now. Ray, that's your idea of how a child acts. Not all children do that. Hell, most children aren't sexual at all. You are fantasizing this. This is your fictional concept. The fact that you actively and randomly think about stuff like this disturbs me. It's shocking how this person presumably got downvoted because, like, the default is 1. So... Oh, this was 13 days ago. Interesting. Quote again. Other than the serious notes, it is an erotic story. Lonnie is sexy, and the one other person who has read it so far loved it. Yeah, that's one motherfucker who's probably as much of a freak as you are. I won't say who that is. Probably because the person doesn't exist, maybe? Or it's you. The story tells you when you should feel aroused. First of all. Okay, let's blip every sexual and child thing out of the story for a second. The story tells you when you should feel something. That's not good writing. I mean, we already know that Reitanna isn't a good writer, but whatever. And when you should not, using tone and manipulating the reader's emotions. The problem here is that you can't control what arouses another person. And what would you do if a pedophile read Lonnie's backstory? I mean, considering a pedophile wrote it. I don't get how you don't see the problem with this. Now all of these are quotes from the WordPress, so you cannot say I didn't read it. All you did was dig your grave deeper. This person says, holy shit, how's anyone defending this freak? Someone being born addicted to sex is clearly a weird-ass pedo fetish. I know this is old, but I'm holding back vomit right now. What is this? You have the easiest out, and yet you choose to continue with this. Just get the fuck off the internet. I'm sorry, but not only are you being rude, oh my god, get over it, but all accusations against me except one are not true. With what fucking proof? And I'm going to address the one today. I'm not going to get off the internet because 1, it's my only means of socializing. Go outside. And 2, my only way to make money. Go outside and get a job. If you would like to civilly discuss your problems with me, I would have no issue doing that. If you can't be civil, please just ignore me. Oh my god, the giant paragraphs. I'm not reading all that shit. If you want to read it, it's on screen. Oh, she's blaming speech problems, apparently. Pretty sure speech problems don't make you a fucking pedophile. stand up against cyberbullying. It's funny. I mean, obviously cyberbullying is bad, but this person kind of deserves it. I didn't mean it the way it sounded. How about you fucking explain then? Explain. I can't speak. She's fucking melting my brain. This is 5 years ago. I'm sorry, but you know nothing about me, so I'd appreciate it if you pretend you do and say things you don't understand. Thank you. How did she get so many upvotes? Go fuck yourself. XD? Oh my god, you got it so wrong, it's funny. Ugh, she's so annoying, man. Do you really think I'm important enough for everyone to research me and read all my blogs and stuff? I mean, considering earlier where you couldn't even answer that person's question about Babs Seed's cutie mark, yeah, you really do think you're super important. And, I mean, based on the fucking DDLC self-insert backstory, you clearly do think you're super important. No, I'm not. You don't know anything about me. Please stop harassing me. Okay, clearly that one downvote is Reitanna. Admit yourself to a psych ward. Is her account still active? I don't think it is. Last time I checked, it wasn't. Oh, she wanted to take legal action. Dude, you need to knock it up right now. Okay, I don't care about this. I keep getting fucking distracted because there's not enough information on Jisatsu stuff. Oh, I'm not gonna look at that. This picture is what got her banned from DeviantArt, by the way. You can look it up if you want. I'm afraid to show it in case it, like, restricts my video or something. Sugar Star. This is not Isaac Bloom's Sugar Star. I'm pretty sure it's a completely different related pony. Yeah, this one. I'm surprised she didn't accuse him of stealing this one. Yeah, her cutie mark is Kanpeito. This is a Japanese candy. I've had it before, it's quite good. Reitanna Station on Tumblr. Oh, this is gonna be delicious. Considering all of the Muffins fan art I've seen on Tumblr is just people saying that Reitanna is a bad person, and I think this is good. See? See? Immediately, right off the bat. It's like Reitanna Station. Reitanna could admit to dating a 14-year-old at 17 to 18, or draw incest art, and people would still defend a woman. And what do people say in the comments? Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe don't compare... I want to figure out... Oh, I forgot she called them fucking pink knights. That's so cringe. Listen, I like the color pink, but I don't know. Maud doesn't exist in the Muffin series because if she exists as a baker, it would be overkill. Ooh, this design is so pretty. Look at that. Nice. That is beautiful. Holy shit. I don't know what this is about, but she looks cute with glasses. God, that is... I don't know, I just really like it. This Muffins band does not support Reitanna. Does anyone else fuck with Reitanna? Please say yes. My brother in Christ, people hate her because she's doing nasty shit like writing sexual content about a literal baby. Okay, I asked whether anyone else fuck with her, not whether you specifically hate her. Are you... Oh, I hate people like this. God. I don't think she's a pedophile. She just found the situation horrifying. Okay. Oh, interesting. The new Muffins chapter is pointless. So if you don't know, Reitanna Station on her Patreon had released a chapter of Muffins, that being When the Bubbles Pop. And I hate to be that person, but I feel like this chapter is just pointless in my own personal opinion. Oh, interesting. Yo. Okay. Let me look at this. Hold on. Was this written by Reitanna? I mean, I know she's mentioned this title before, but I don't know. Okay, obviously I'm not gonna read the whole thing in this video. But here it is. I mean, it seems kind of short to be a Muffins chapter. Okay, it seems like they're killing a baby. Just, of course. I mean, that's the next thing Reitanna needs to get anywhere near a fucking baby. I seriously don't know if this was written by her or not. I don't know. I feel like it could easily be a Oh god, Babs pisses me off. I will make a pretty much what happens in the story is Derpy Hooves is dreaming about her and her family, the Bakers, being alicorns in the story. Oh, thank god, I thought they were actually alicorns. Then Princess Luna appears, revealing to Derpy that she was dreaming, and pretty much says to Derpy, I will find you and I will kill you all. Talk. Which Derpy awakes from her nightmare/dream and was comforted by Babs Seed and Apple Bloom, and that's the story. Okay, that's pretty fucking lame. This feels like a draft. Like, written by a 12-year-old. Disappointed. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that story right now. There's Reitanna. Oh, yeah, it's talking about me. Deranged creep, sure. If you don't know the scissor thing. And the army of brain-dead morons who only care about muffins. Okay, if you don't know about the scissor thing, check my video called, what was it called? A Confession About My Past. I explained that scissor thing, and I apologize for it. So, yeah. I'm also taking this. What the fuck is going on? Well, that is certainly a way to end this video. Oh, they got an L profile picture. I like Death Note. Hey, so in the middle of editing, I remembered this character exists. Her name is Lizzy, and she's from Diary of a Serial Killer. I'm sure some of you have read that story, but it's basically just torture porn and nothing else. I think it was like dropped in 2013 or something like that. I think the last chapter was about her finding this cat in one of her victims' houses, and I believe it was pregnant, and she wanted to take care of the cat and her kittens, and then the story was just killed off, ironically, because she is in fact a serial killer. Mind you, I'm referring to Lizzy, not Reitanna, allegedly. Though, with considering how much of a freak Reitanna is, I wouldn't be surprised if that ever happened. Unfortunately, Lizzy's backstory is not here. I don't think she had a backstory. What the fuck is this? So, I don't know if Reitanna's ever seen Death Note. I don't think she has, because, I don't think I've ever seen her post about it. But this character reminds me of Misa Mane, but from Temu. Temu? Whatever the fuck it's called. Wish. Just, this character is pure garbage. Watch Death Note instead. I mean, she's even got the fucking red eyes like Misa. But I think that's just Reitanna being edgy. Lizzy does not, in fact, have, Shinigami eyes. Yeah, there's not really that much to this character. I don't know. Let's read the comments because I found something interesting. Yeah, unlike some people, I actually have an imagination. Doesn't make it a good imagination. The story of this is well thought out. No, it's not, and not just a rip off of Jet the Killer. Agree to disagree. I know she's not a creepypasta, but some people, careful about saying CP around Reitanna, she might get excited. But some people make serial killer stories that are basically Jet the Killer, okay. I mean, that's exactly what this shit is. Apparently she exists in Encephalon, which for those of you who don't know is like Reitanna's made-up world with all of her OCs. Your stuff is so awesome! This is 2015, so I'm guessing this person was like 13, probably. Nice hips, girl. Someone from her university or something accidentally got a hold of her diary. That's kind of cool, actually. I would like that idea. I think it's interesting. XD.
I have evil autism.